Hello fellow Digimon fans and tamers. I've been looking back at some of my older videos and I realized how insanely long some of them are. Guides part 1 and part 2 put together is an hour long. You could have watched a movie or an episode of Stranger Things. So I decided to make this condensed version to save time for anyone interested in the guide. But hey, if you prefer to listen to the long-winded version where I explain slowly every excruciating detail, feel free to watch them. Similar to the original guides part 1 and 2, these are not basic guides. The basic functions are already covered in detail by the official manual and many videos out there. Or you can check out Humulos's guide, link is in the description below. He's covered all the basic functions in the user manual section. Think of this video as an advanced guide of tips and tricks. Some of these are not official functions of how you're supposed to play the bracelet. Also, for simplicity, I'm just going to say bracelet. There's just too many names now. There's Vital Bracelet, Digivice V, Vital Hero, Vital Bracelet BE. Okay, so here we go. Tip number 1, avoid a losing battle by switching off the bracelet. Oh look, I'm about to lose. Turn it off. Loss avoided. The fight won't be recorded. You can preserve your win rate, especially for evolutions that require high win rate. This is a nifty trick. Downside, steps for the day is reset. Your stable heart rate goes back to 80. Your progress for normal mission for the day is reset as well. For example, for the normal mission today, you're supposed to win 5 battles and you have won 2. By switching it off, this will reset to 0. But the one trophy is not that worth it. You can easily get a whole lot more trophies in tip number 8. Tip number 2, run away from the battles you can't win. Retreat does not mean defeat. This is a function in the manual, but many players fail to notice it apparently. If you have an Agumon and your enemy is Metal Greymon, press and hold the confirm button to run away. Just make sure you press and hold the first moment you see the picture. Not at the sprite. If the enemy Digimon is roaring at you, then it's too late. Get ready to be smashed to bits. No, it's not. Just use tip number 1, switch off the bracelet and avoid the loss. Tip number 3, use your smartphone to trigger the battles. In the promotions and the marketing materials, it showed that the battles are triggered by NFC points like vending machines or payment terminals. Actually, you can just use the very same phone you are using to transfer your Digimon to the app. If it can transfer Digimon to the app, it definitely has NFC that can trigger the battle. Tip number 4, cancelling evolution. Similar to tip number 2, this is a function in the manual, but many players fail to notice it. If you know you have not met the requirements of the evolution you want, and you know the evolution timer is up and you see the pulsing black screen, just press and hold the confirm button to cancel. And make sure you do it when you see the black screen with a pulsing line. If you already see the green evolution words flashing, then it's too late to apologize. It's too late. Seriously, there's no way to cancel at that point, you just have to try again. Tip number 5, clear adventure stage 15 only once. Once you have raised a Digimon and it can be a Mega that has cleared stage 15 to unlock the secret evolution, transfer it to your app immediately. Under your profile page, you can see that the icon will be coloured. It means that your app account has recorded the clearance status. Now, any subsequent Digimon that is hatched from the DIM, once you transfer it to your app and back, should have the clearance status. So in conclusion, the Digimon to evolve to the secret evolution does not need to be the one to have defeated stage 15 itself. Tip number 6, change the time to quicken evolution time. Note, this is only relevant for the older models of Vital Bracelet. In the older Vital Bracelet models, Digimon sleep on a fixed schedule. It might be 8 PM, 9 PM, 10 PM, but once it hits the time, it sleeps. And when it sleeps, evolution timer is stopped. So you can just adjust the time to keep it awake, then the evolution timer continues. Like I said, this is not relevant for the newer models like Digivice V or Vital Hero, as there is no fixed sleeping time for these. For these newer models, you just need to press and hold the 2 buttons to put them to sleep or to wake them up. More importantly, the evolution timer continues to tick even when it sleeps. And this is probably the case for the Vital Bracelet BE generation as well. Tip number 7, pausing evolution time. Especially if you have the Digivice V or the Vital Hero, sometimes you find the evolution timer is too fast and you are just a few trophies or battles short for your evolution. You can do either of these 3. Put the Digimon in storage, switch the bracelet off, or put the Digimon in the app. Any of these will put the evolution timer on pause. Then pop the Digimon back into your bracelet on the active side when you're ready and you have time to get those trophies or battles. Tip number 8, get lots of trophies fast without the use of special missions. There are 4 hard missions daily that give you 1 to 2 trophies each. But after you clear them, you realize that you can't clear them again until the clock strikes midnight and they will reset. So after you have cleared hard missions for the day, to get lots of trophies quickly, just change the time to 2359, wait for 1 minute, and at 12 o'clock, a new set of hard missions will be available. And then clear those 4 hard missions again, and set the time to 2359 again, and wait for another minute. And at 12 o'clock, you will get a new set of hard missions again, and you can just keep repeating this. Within minutes, you will get all the trophies that you need. Tip number 9, how to game your hard missions. You don't actually have to do the exercise. Otherwise, the way that you keep repeating on tip number 8, you will end up doing a HIT. Just shake the device rhythmically, but in the direction like you are doing the exercise. Don't just shake vigorously like the way you do on the Digimon peddler. The device somehow detects if the motion is not consistent with the motion from the type of the exercise. Tip number 10, using a heart rate video to gain vital values quickly. Use the link in the description below. There's a playlist that I've compiled. Put a phone between your bracelet and your phone, play the video on your phone, voila! Vital values booster. You can also use this tip trick that I showed on my custom mod video. But the vital values are very erratic and they don't work so well on the older bracelets. The Digivice V and the Vital Heroes onwards should be okay, but the older bracelets from the early 2021 batch are a lot more stringent on heart rate and vital values drop. These are the 10 essential tips from my advanced guide. If you found this useful and you like what you watch, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you don't like this video, hit dislike but subscribe anyway. I'm still doing my journal logs of Digimon on Vital series. The playlist is right here if you're interested. Thank you for watching, peace.